In this one, Richard Fitz. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Laced down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first, digging for two. And it's a double to start the game.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. Fouled off to the right. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Bichette stands at second with no outs. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And foul ball. No outs. Runner on second. Misses inside. Full count now.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
First and second, no outs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. First and second here, no outs. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Batting fourth.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Addison Barger.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Just missed.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one finds the corner, and the count even at 1. Swing and a grounder, foul first base side.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
2 on, 1 out. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And a foul ball. Here's the 2-2.
You got a full count.
Ernie Clement in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Stays alive.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet. When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
First baseman Ernie Clement.
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Golden opportunity right here. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1.
That's to third, and it's just foul. That was close. That missed by a lot. Going to count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. One run's in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away.
I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
So bases loaded with one away. Here's Andres Jimenez. Outside. And that's ball one. Bases loaded, one away. Rocketed out towards right center. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-0.
Good piece of hit right there. He's thinking off the bat. That's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Jonathan Clase in the box with two gone. And takes a look at a called strike. The next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Look out!
That got him.
And it hit him. So they're all loaded up. And here is Tyler Heineman. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Base hit. 1 run is in. Safe. He beats it. And it's 4-0.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
First and second, 2 outs. Miles Straw getting ready to hit. And there's a ball.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it bangs off the monster. Runner from second scores as they add on. Durant quickly gets it back in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Richard Fitz gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
New
the Red
pitcher
Sox.
on here, Garrett Crochet.
Number 35.
And with the big deficit on the
Garrett
scoreboard, he almost
Crochet.
has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Led off this game with a double. That just misses.
That's a ball.
And that is ball one.
1-0.
Two on, two outs. Swing and a miss.
1-1. No, that's up.
There's a strike. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And they'll do it again. Heineman, the runner at third. Straw on at second with two down. And foul ball. Two outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Up the middle, Story. Tosses to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Red Sox coming up. Back in Boston and on the hill, Kevin Gossman. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Bottom of the first. Here's the veteran second baseman, Rob Refsnyder. Fastball for a strike.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
Refsnyder measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, and he's a native of South Korea. And it's fouled away.
That's a ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One out, base is empty. That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Clase. 2 down. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. One thing these players do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, we don't see situational hitting as that art as much as we used to because hitters are slugging the ball, they're hitting it over the fence. But when you see a team that has the ability to shorten up, hit behind runners, and go first to third or first to home, man, that just adds to the element of what you're able to do in other ways with the bat. So opposing pitcher better not walk anybody or give them free base runners because these hitters know what to do when runners are on.
One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the... Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. It's 5-0. Back here at Fenway, top of the second, now the number 2 hitter, Nathan Lucas.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That one fouled off. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. High fly ball, right field. Abreu moving under it. Makes the grab, one away.
Now batting,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir
now
Guerrero
struck out swinging
Jr.
his first time. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next offering is fouled back. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Throws to second. Tag, and he's safe. It's a hustle double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Addison Barger. The walk and a run scored his first time. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Ball.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Hit on the ground to short. Story handles, throws to first, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ernie Clement.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Ernie Clement. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Right through there for a strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. One left for Toronto, but they hold a 5-0 lead. And we're back here at Fenway Park, bottom half of inning number 2. And now Carlos Narvaez. Gosman back to work. Upstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that
Nope,
just
ball.
misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good
2-2.
pitch on the outside corner.
That one off the mark, and now 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out to short. Jimenez throw
He's
to
out of there.
first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Oh, but we
Batting
talk
fifth,
about how
right
the ball is coming out of a
fielder,
pitcher's
Willier
hand. The way it comes out of
Abreu.
his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Willier Abreu up next for the Red Sox. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Gosman, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next hitter out. Foul ball, still 0-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. He goes down looking. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Here's Trevor Story now. There's the strike. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And the inning is over. So they make short work of him there. We played 2 full. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Red Sox nothing. Top half of the
Leading
third
off
inning,
for
and
the
now
Blue
for the
Jays,
Jays, Andres
Andres
Jimenez.
Jimenez.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these
0-1.
Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side.
that's
They're
low.
hitting
Ball.
everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Rafaela makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder Jonathan Clase.
So up next for Toronto, Jonathan Clase.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Story fires to first in time.
Now batting, catcher Tyler Heineman.
Tyler Heineman next up for the Blue Jays. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. And that one is in for a strike.
0-1.
They say you win.
2. 0-2.
Right side. And it gets by him.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right
Now
there, but
batting,
he didn't
the
give
center
in.
fielder,
Just a
Miles
simple
Straw.
ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. Outside
That's a
low. Ball 1. Heineman leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Come on, Boston. Let's go to Boston.
That's towards center. Rafaela has a beat on it, and that is that. Blue Jays held in check as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here in Boston, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Cedar Rafaela.
Cedar Rafaela.
On the ground to the left,
And
and it
foul.
goes just foul. Fastball for a strike.
0-2.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
His understanding of the strike
1-2.
zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him
Batting
up. And
eighth,
as a hitter, it's not
hitter,
typically what you're
number
looking for.
39.
You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
One down, base is empty. And
That's
ball
down.
1.
That's a ball.
Upstairs.
Go. Ball.
And that's
Ball
outside.
outside.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And it's ball
Missed.
4. He
Ball
missed
4.
down
Taking
low.
base.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
That's a nice at bat and a
Batting
great
ninth,
take
third
on
baseman,
3-2.
number
Probably could have
40.
gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Now the third baseman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at first, one away. Way out front for strike two.
Well, the hitter
0-2.
shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
0-2 now. This one popped up. Heineman settles under this one. He makes the grab. 2 away now.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman, Rob Refsnyder.
So the lineup flips over. And the batter now, Rob Refsnyder. Went down on strikes his first time through. Late on that fastball.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike
Zero
zone
balls,
right
one strike.
now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And that's in for a strike. Pitch is in
One
the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
Now 1-2.
Two and two.
Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Red Sox nothing. Start of the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Bo Bichette.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories
Now
from going to
batting,
college and going
right
to Fenway.
fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if
Now
it's
batting,
still in the strike
designated
zone, can be
hitter,
tough for hitters to get on top
Guerrero
of.
Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy measures 6 feet 2 inches, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to third. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Back here at Fenway
Leading
Park,
off
bottom four,
for the
so
Red
stepping in
Sox,
for Boston,
left
Jarren
fielder,
Duran.
Jarren Duran.
And that one misses up and in. 1-0.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ball to strike. Late swing, foul to the left. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing
Now batting,
more
the first
fastballs in
baseman,
that location.
Romy
Hitters, especially
Gonzalez.
with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And here's the first baseman, Romy Gonzalez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. The Red Sox still looking for their first hit in this one. That's a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much
Now
on his
batting,
game in the early
the
parts of this
catcher,
one, Boog.
Carlos
Fully on the attack with these hitters.
Narvaez.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Narvaez
ball.
in the box now as he looks at ball 1.
1-0.
Second plate appearance of the day for him. In the air, center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the
Leading off
5th.
for
Here's the
Blue
third
Jays.
baseman,
Third
Addison
baseman,
Barger.
Addison Barger.
Crochet back to work. And there's the strike.
Well, these Blue Jays really impressing
It's
me with the
0-1.
quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And the 0-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and
Now
out of the
batting,
strike
first
zone, but
baseman,
that's one of the
Ernie
hardest
Clement.
things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Clement
Nope,
in the
ball.
box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Way high.
2-0.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Here's a chopper to short. Story sends it over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
2 down, base is empty. Andres Jimenez now at the plate. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. Hauls it in on the warning track. Back now at Fenway.
Leading
Now,
off for
Willier
the Red
Abreu.
Sox.
He's a
Right
guy,
fielder,
Chris's
Willier
highlights include some of the best throws from the
Abreu.
outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. That's in there.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher
0-1.
can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
The 0-2. Ball 1
Oh.
there.
1-2.
Fair ball. So a man
Now
aboard
batting,
and stepping in for
shortstop,
Boston,
Trevor
Trevor
Story.
Story. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a miss, strike one.
You know, these Red Sox,
No ball,
as this
one
game
strike.
goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's
That's
led
the
to some
ball.
frustrating moments. They've been fooled
One ball,
quite
one
a bit
strike.
today.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
And next for the Red Sox, Cedar Rafaela. His first at bat was a strikeout. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And the first
That's the
pitch
ball.
misses for ball one.
Well, he
One
gets
ball,
to
no
balls
strike.
that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that
1-1.
team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle to Jimenez. But safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, number 39.
Next is the designated hitter, Marcelo Meyer. He reached on a walk his first time. Just
That
missed.
missed. That's the
Well,
ball.
if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can
Yeehaw.
focus on the pitch.
There's the strike. Rafaela, the runner at first with two gone. That's off the
Ball.
mark. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Lucas on the move to the gap. Squeezes it, and that's the inning. And the Red Sox leave one. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now for the Jays, Jonathan Clase. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. The 0-1. Late that time, it's strike 2. Boston's bullpen
No
with some
balls,
activity.
2 strikes.
Garrett Whitlock appears to be getting loose. Alcala, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That one
That's a
almost
ball.
got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So
Up
many
next,
guys throwing
for
in
the
the
Blue
upper
Jays,
90s,
catcher,
and you see the
Tyler
velocity
Heineman.
on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Heineman up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. On the ground to short, Story. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, center fielder, Miles Straw.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Miles Straw. Popped in the air, left field. Durant snags it, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Red Sox nothing. Bottom of the sixth,
Leading
and
off
stepping
for
in
the Red
is
Sox,
the speedy
third
number 40.
baseman, number 40.
Pitch misses,
Ball.
and that's ball one.
Good spot there, but
1-0.
didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Breaking ball
Oh, inside.
Now 2-0. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Just missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time
3-1.
scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Next offering is fouled back. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. One out.
Now batting, second baseman, Rob Refsnyder.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Rob Refsnyder, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That one in there across the letters. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
That one misses. And the count 1-2. The Blue Jays leading by 5 here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering
2-2.
is in the dirt. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just
Now
needs to let the ball
batting,
travel a little more. His
left
timing will be back on
fielder,
track. Good pitch for the
Durant.
strikeout.
2 down, base is empty. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Fouled off left side. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. The other way, and that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. He's safe.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And stepping in for Boston, Romy Gonzalez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fastball for a strike. Duran on at second with 2 down. That's in there. That is strike 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that will end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Red Sox nothing.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Red
back.
Sox.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
22.
Garrett Whitlock.
I think it's got to be a little tough
Garrett
coming in out of the
Whitlock.
pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way
Leading
because
off
these
for the
batters
Blue
count the
Jays,
same for the
second
stats,
baseman,
obviously,
Bo Bichette.
regardless of the score.
Bichette at the
No, that's
plate now.
down.
That's
Ball.
ball 1. That one's in there. And now it's even 1-1.
Come on, throw it by him.
Ground ball left side. And it stays fair. So a man at first. Nathan Lucas will hit next. That one clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1.
Let's get the easy 2 now.
Throw over to first.
Say,
Bichette to dive
lead it
back
up.
in. And that misses.
that missed. That's the ball.
1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Come on, Red Sox. Looking good, Red Sox.
On the ground to second, might be 2. They get 1. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine.
Now batting
That's the one thing about big
designated
leaguers. They make
Vladimir
tough plays
Guerrero
look simple.
Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 3. First pitch
Ball.
misses. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings
Yeah.
through that.
1-1.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Come on, Boston.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back inside Fenway Park, digging in, Carlos Narvaez.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
And there's a foul ball. He swings and fouls one off. That one missed. Movement in the bullpen. Yariel Rodriguez preparing to come on if needed. Fisher getting loose as well. That's to third. Boots it. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following
Up
the
next
misplay.
for the Red Sox, Right fielder, Wilyer.
And next for the Red Sox,
Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu. 1 for 2.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Smoked on the ground to second. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle.
Now batting,
Usually a lot of damage
shortstop,
done with that pitch.
Trevor
A hard grounder,
Story.
but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And there's the strike.
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
And that is out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. That's outside.
Ball outside.
And the count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We're at the top of the 8th,
Leading
and
off
now
for the Blue
Addison
Jays,
Barker.
third baseman, Addison Barger.
Whitlock back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Good
0-2.
late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one missing
1 ball, 2 strikes.
inside a sharp slider. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now. Now here is
Now batting,
Ernie
first
Clement.
baseman, Ernie Clement.
And that one a little below the knees. And it's 1-0. Headed towards the corner. Pops
Ball
over
went
the
over the
wall,
fence.
and that's
That's
an
2 bases.
automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more
Up
often
next
in this
for
park
the
than
Blue
others,
Jays,
and that short
shortstop,
fence is
Andres
just so inviting
Jimenez.
for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
1 out, runner at second. And now the shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Ball.
In the dirt. Next pitch misses. 2-0. Tap foul at the plate. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. And misses
Ball, that's in.
inside. And a foul ball. And ball four
That's
to a
ball
board.
4. Runner, take your base.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He
Now
had to play
batting
off some
left fielder,
really close
Jonathan
pitches, and
Clase.
somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Clase, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Ripped on a line to center. Tracks it down for the out. 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now the switch hitting catcher, Tyler Heineman. And that one off the outside edge. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. That one outside, and that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering is down low. And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
The center fielder,
2
Miles
outs.
Straw.
Bases full. Here's the center fielder, Miles Straw. That one hit to right. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 7-0.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Garrett Whitlock won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Jorge
Red Sox.
Alcala comes on now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score
Jorge
right where it is.
Alcala.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now it's the second baseman, Bulbichet. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. And another ball. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. They put 2 on the board on 2 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. Blue Jays 7 and the Red Sox nothing.
Now pitching for Toronto.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Yariel Rodriguez.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Leading off
Cedar
for
Rafaela
the Red
digs
Sox.
in now.
Center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a foul pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Jimenez zips it to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, number 39.
So now the DH spot, Marcelo Meyer. And first offering is fouled off. The Red Sox with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's too high.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
And a ball evens the count. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Clase snags it for the second out.
Well, those can be
Now
pretty fun as an
batting,
outfielder.
number
Got to
40.
put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Number 40 stands in here, takes ball one low. And that one pulled foul. Just missed.
No, that missed.
In for a strike. It's 2-2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Clement makes the grab, and that's the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They continue to trail 7-0. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these
Now
guys
batting, the
because
designated
not
hitter,
an easy
Vladimir
adjustment, but they
Guerrero
look like they've been doing it
Jr.
their entire lives.
Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 4 with a double.
One-oh.
Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Next one misses, and the count now 2-0. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Addison Barger.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Addison Barger. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Throws to first in time, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and they hold a 7-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Rob Refsnyder.
Second baseman, Rob Refsnyder.
Off the
No,
mark
that's
there.
outside. Ball.
And that is ball 1. And there's the strike.
In this situation, you expect the
1-1.
batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Clase makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Now batting Jaron
left
Duran.
fielder, Jaron Duran.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Jays up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. That misses,
That's the ball.
and a count 2-1. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right
That's
side,
foul.
and that's just foul. The 2-2 on the way. And that one is lifted in the air. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman.
So the
Romy
Red Sox down to their final
Gonzalez.
out. So stepping in for Boston, Romy Gonzalez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Blue Jays use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game, swinging the bats.